All right, now let's head over to Carol Roth, author of The Entrepreneur Equation. Now, Carol, it's tough enough to compete, but sometimes it's not really the competition that's the problem. We can actually be our own worst enemy. So what are your recommendations on how not to kill your own business?
Yes, I think that small business owners, Diane, have a lot of bad habits. And I would start the first one. Remember the old saying, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush? Mm-hmm. Well, business owners...
And if not, the Geico commercial has reminded all of us.
Exactly. Thank goodness for Geico, right? So I think a lot of small business owners forget that, and they're so busy chasing the next customer that they forget to milk the cow that they already have. So my advice is to make sure that you're taking care of those customers, asking them to do more business with you, asking them if there are more products and services that they're interested in. Can they come and patronize your business? And oh, by the way, do they have friends, family members, colleagues that look a lot like them that might like to patronize your business? And we've all had this situation, like with the cable companies or the phone companies, they're like, for new customers, it's $9, but for everybody else who's been our loyal customers, it's the regular price.
It's 40.
Right. And I mean,
why would I stay with your company if that's going to be the case?
And if you know those Ally Bank commercials, they say everybody knows that you don't treat a new friend better than an old friend. Right. And I think business owners forget this all the time. So don't give the coupons just to the new customers. Give them to your old customers and say, hey, bring a new friend with you. We'll give you both a discount. Make sure you're taking care of the people who patronize you all the time, your loyal fans, and that will help save your business.
Well, and it does seem like when the economy is bad, customer service goes up just a little bit. They tend to be nicer to you on the phone. They tend to actually answer the phone as opposed to just making you talk to answering machines all the time.
Do you think so?
I do. That's what I've found anyway. And it's kind of like that friend that's only nice to you when they actually need something.
Right.
Why can't you just be nice to me all the time?
Yeah. Well, I think there's a bifurcation in that, though, too, because I think that some of the small businesses get so frazzled that sometimes they forget about customer service altogether. So it's either one or the other, and that's not good enough. You need to be consistent.
Agreed. Financial statement ignorance. What do you mean by that?
So if you think about most small business owners, including solopreneurs, a lot of them are running their business from their checking account and their credit card statements. And that is not good enough. If you don't know your balance sheet from your cash flow statement, from your income statement, you're not going to see what's going on in your business. You're not going to know if your margins are high enough. You're not going to know if you have a working capital issue. Information is power. So if you don't understand those financial statements, you need to find somebody who does and have them teach you what to look for, because you don't want to be ignorant when it comes to your financials. Those are the types of things that can put a business out of business.
And how do you recommend someone who maybe has a great idea and is a great business owner otherwise, but doesn't have that knowledge of how to run the financial side of things?
Yeah, you can just go out and get an accountant, or even if you want free advice, go to some place like SCORE. SCORE has free offices, 350 plus across the United States, and get them to start teaching you, because they've got people with these competencies. They can do your financial statements, but again, you can't just put that off onto somebody else. You don't want to abdicate that responsibility.
Well, you want to know what's going on with your books too, I hope.
So you have somebody teach you and say, okay, what are the things I should be looking for? What does this mean? What is the difference here between this income statement and the balance sheet? And over time, you'll figure it out. If we can all figure out how much money, the shoes are when they are on sale at Nordstrom, we can all figure out our financial statements. That's the way. Or for the guys, if you can figure out fantasy football, you can definitely figure out financial statements.
I like that one.